for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
The Yankees front office is facing a crossroads. The path they choose in the next few hours will determine whether we're celebrating a title or regretting a missed opportunity. This is a make or break moment for our season. If you live and breathe pinstripes, subscribe. Now, this is news you need to be following. What's up, Yanks Nation? Welcome back to the channel. This is where you, the real fans, the bleacher creatures, get the news that really matters, straight to the point, no fluff. Today I've got something big. Something that could define our future and show why we're still the evil empire. The chatter around the league is heating up, and one massive name is being connected to the Bronx, Kyle Tucker. Yeah, you heard me right. We're talking about what could be the top free agent on the market, a franchise-altering player. The question isn't whether we want a talent like him, but if Brian Cashman is ready to do what it takes to put another champion in our glorious pinstripes. The window of opportunity for the Yankees is now, and high-impact moves are what separate the contenders from the true champions. What I'm hearing from my sources is that the front office is aware of the potential vacuum we'll have in our outfield, with the contract situations of Trent Grisham and Cody Bellinger reaching a decision point. And when a name like Kyle Tucker comes up, you have to, at the very least, do your due diligence. This isn't just some off-season rumor. It's a strategic possibility being seriously considered in the halls of Yankee Stadium. The idea of adding an MVP caliber bat with a gold glove and terrifying consistency at the plate is the kind of move that defines an era. Think about our lineup with Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and Kyle Tucker in the middle of it. It would be without a doubt the most feared trio in Major League Baseball, a modern-day reincarnation of Murderers Row. This is the kind of firepower that would take us back to the top, back to the World Series. Reliable sources like Tim Dierkes of MLB Trade Rumors have already pointed out that with Grisham and Bellinger potentially heading out, the argument for pursuing Tucker isn't just reasonable, it's logical. And most importantly, we have the payroll space to make it happen. This isn't a pipe dream, it's a real financial possibility for the Bronx Bombers. The front office knows our fan base demands excellence, and after a few seasons of almost, patience is wearing thin. A move to bring in Tucker would be a declaration of intent, a clear signal to the rest of the league that the Yankees aren't here to mess around, we're here to dominate. Now, let's talk numbers, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to decide if Tucker comes to the Bronx or not. And the numbers are astronomical. Jeff Passan from ESPN, who's one of the most connected guys in the business, made a comparison that should get everyone's attention. Mookie Betts. Passan argues that in terms of production level and elite ability in all three facets of the game, hitting, fielding, and base running, Tucker is in that stratosphere. Betts signed a 12-year, $365 million deal. Factoring in inflation and the current market, Passan suggests Tucker's price tag is going to be sky high, probably in the $400 million range. $400 million. Let that number sink in. It's a massive commitment, but for a 29-year-old player in the prime of his career who shows no signs of slowing down, it might be an investment that guarantees a decade of contention. We're talking about a guy who has hit at least 22 home runs in each of the last 5 seasons, a 4-time All-Star, a Gold Glove winner in 2022, and a Silver Slugger winner in 2023. And let's not forget he finished 5th in the American League MVP voting in 2023 after leading the league with a career-high 112 RBIs. This isn't just a good player, this is a proven superstar. The question for Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner is whether they have the appetite to get into what will be a fierce bidding war. The competition will be heavy. The Philadelphia Phillies desperately need a big corner outfielder bat. The San Francisco Giants need a star to pair with Rafael Devers, and of course, the Chicago Cubs will do everything they can to keep their main guy. Other deep-pocketed teams like the Dodgers will always be lurking. However, we are the New York Yankees. We don't run from the competition, we set it. When we want a player historically, we go out and get him. The question is whether Tucker is the guy we're going to open the vault for. My analysis is that if the front office decides to move on from Bellinger, who will likely seek a long-term deal after a good season, and Grisham, who will also be looking for a significant payday after a career year, then the money would be there. It would be a reallocation of funds, concentrating a massive investment in a single elite player instead of splitting it between two very good ones. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy, but it's the kind of bold move the Yankees are famous for. Despite all the optimism and the logic behind the potential pursuit of Kyle Tucker, it's my duty as an analyst to bring a dose of realism. And that dose comes from one of the most respected names in baseball journalism, Jon Heyman himself. In his recent column for the New York Post, Heyman listed potential landing spots for the top 25 free agents, and in his crystal ball, the Yankees did not show up as a destination for Tucker. He mentioned the Dodgers, Giants, Red Sox, and the Cubs as the likely suitors. That's significant. Heyman rarely throws darts in the dark. The absence of the Yankees on his list might indicate that what he's hearing from his sources inside the industry is that Cashman may have other priorities. And this leads us directly to our internal dilemma: Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham. Their situation is the domino that has to fall before any other big move can be made. Bellinger has an opt-out in his contract, and it's almost a certainty he'll exercise it to test the free agent market. He's bounced back nicely and proven he can still be an impact player. He's going to want a long, lucrative contract, and the Yankees will have to decide if they want to commit to him for, say, 5 or 6 years. He's a good ball player, an above-average defender, and has pop in his bat. But is he Kyle Tucker? No. Does he have Tucker's consistency? Historically, no. So Cashman's first big decision is about the value he places on Bellinger moving forward. Then we have Trent Grisham. He's having a career year, reaching the 30-homer mark, an impressive feat. He plays solid defense and brings a left-handed power bat to our lineup. He'll be an unrestricted free agent, and based on his performance this year, he's going to get a nice payday. Re-signing him would make sense on many levels, but again, the cost will be significant. If the Yankees decide to bring both of them back, the payroll space for a $400 million contract for Tucker simply vanishes. Therefore, Heyman's analysis might be based on the premise that the Yankees will feel more comfortable keeping the players they already know and who fit well in the clubhouse rather than getting into a bidding war for an even bigger prize. It's the choice between the very good you know and the elite that will cost a fortune